What's up? What's up? What's up? I was waiting for you to hit the Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy. But nah, you came right in. What's going on, everybody? It is the last show of the year of the Mellow
Happy New
Room.
Year's.
Happy early New Year. Happy pre-New Year. I'm sure everybody getting it in gear right now. I'm sure a lot of y'all getting ready to go to parties, festive events, things like that. I see downtowns in every city looking crazy. So I already know what it's going to look like tonight out here in downtown Orlando. I encourage everybody to be safe. I am the dude they call Ooze. And I am here with my guy Lucas.
Right?
He's in the phone right now.
Are we even on Facebook right now?
Probably not.
It's not here.
Well, while you get it together, being that we all live anyway, might as well keep going with it. Right?
No, because we're not showing anywhere.
It's saying
Okay.
sending data, so it has nothing to do with me. It's this. So it's sending to YouTube right now, but right now it just says sending data to Facebook. It doesn't say online. So
So I don't even know if we're live or not, yo. Be honest with you.
we're live. We're just not going live to Facebook for whatever reason.
So who we talking to?
YouTubers.
Okay, I guess so. Well, welcome back to the MELLO-ROOM, and it's New Year's Eve.
So we going in?
I have no idea, bro. I can't even tell you, man.
Ray, what's the deal, brother?
It has nothing to do with me. It's this. It's this. It looks like it's a problem with the connection with Facebook and Restream or something.
So should we close out and open back up?
Yeah.
I have no control over it.
Yeah. Let me see.
Mike's gonna help out a little bit real quick.
What's up, Big Ooze?
I mean, you know me, I'm here, man. I'm trying to get it in gear with y'all. You already know.
Yeah, I'm sorry for those. Well, I'm not sorry. YouTube followers, follow and watch and share that shit. Go take it and then share it to Facebook so other people who don't have YouTube accounts can follow that shit. And then I'm gonna go plug into YouTube right now and make sure everything is copacetic. At the same time I do that, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. I think I said that already. It's the end of the year, so we're gonna do like a end of the year recap. You know what I'm saying? Basically, MELLO-ROOM, the world, music, arts, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we here at the Mellow Room. It's been a long year. There's been a lot that's went on this year. I'm sure everybody have been on a roller coaster, ups and downs, all that. So with the essence of the night is just to celebrate, man. We going into a major year. It's 2020. We about to close out a decade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm listening. I'm gonna talk to Ray real quick. Yo, Ray.
So there's
Yeah, mute the output.
There's a lot for us to be celibate of.
Celibate. Celebrate.
It's a lot for us to celebrate here. You know what I'm saying? Basically, because we feel like we came a long way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you
definitely.
think about it, you ain't just celebrating a year. You celebrating the closing of a decade.
That's true too.
You know what I'm saying?
This is 2020.
Yeah.
And then we're
gonna
going
bring up
into
something new.
like, I want to do this. Like, I wasn't alive then, but you hear about the Roaring Twenties was like a big thing for dance and art and all that shit, right?
Mhm.
Like, am I wrong? That's what the Roaring Twenties was, right? Like a
Something
big
I do believe.
yeah. So let's go into the 20s with the same mentality as the 1920s.
I'm with it.
You know what else happened in 1920s, right? The great fucking stock market crash.
This croc market. God damn it.
We all
The stock
we getting
market
mellow.
crash.
So I mean, it happens. You see, we a little overturn, whatever. You know what I mean? We just getting it in gear, man. That's
Yeah.
all it is. words fumbling. We trying to get the video situated. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. So Lucas, what's good, man?
Ain't shit much, man. You know, we did Christmas special last week, and then we fucking
dope time.
yeah, and then just been chilling all week, man. I've been on vacation. I just been trying to you know, take care of my household and hang out with the kids and just do Christmas shit,
I
man.
feel you enjoying vacation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, screw you, because I wasn't on no damn vacation.
Yeah, I feel sorry for
Went
those.
to work today, went to work yesterday, and worked all last week too, except for Christmas. But either way, you know, gotta put the
I
pain
feel
in.
bad, but I don't feel bad. You know what I mean?
Nah, I mean, you shouldn't feel bad. You work. So this is your time to, you know, kick back, put your feet up, and chill. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
the
saying?
thing
You work
about
for
me,
it.
you know why I feel bad though, is because small disclosure, I get paid for all this shit.
Hey, fuck it. That is the blessing of it.
Yeah, word up.
You know,
So you know, like that's why I tell you, like for Christmas vacations, you see, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna chill and like relax. I'm not gonna be running around. I'm gonna wake up at 1 in the afternoon and shit, cause
why
like,
not?
yeah, man, I work fucking pretty hard during the year and shit.
Hell yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna front. This year I actually got 2 weeks vacation, so this year I definitely, you know, I'm definitely gonna use the whole
Schedule and
week.
better.
I'm definitely using a whole week on my shot. The other week I'll break down however I want to break it down.
Hell yeah.
That first week, it's a whole week shot. I gotta get away. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And that's basically what it's been for. You know, been putting in that time and grinding all that time. with
Yeah,
this
Ray,
stuff.
just
So,
give Uzi a close up and let him talk.
What you want? You on Facebook?
Nah, I'm on YouTube, but I know what the problem is. He can't figure it out.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah. So you know, back at the ranch, I hope everybody is definitely ready for tonight, because tonight is gonna be crazy. I know a lot of y'all gonna drink till you can't drink no more, and I encourage all you guys just to be safe. You know what I'm saying? One thing you definitely want to be able to do is be able to wake up tomorrow and say, yeah, man, it was a great night last night. You know? But in all other essence of it, man, we're going to have a good show tonight, man. We're going to talk about just the yearly wrap-up, how things wrapped up. On that note, too, I can't wait. I know, like, the world can't wait, because I know Uncle Murda's yearly wrap-up is coming out at some point tonight. So, you know, I know the world can't wait for that, and I'm excited to hear it too, just because he always wraps up the year pretty
Oh, the
well.
Uncle Murder shit?
Yeah.
You
He
know,
always wraps
I was
it up
thinking
pretty
about that
well.
when you told me, like, yo, we should do a wrap-up show, and I was just like, oh, shit, the Uncle Murder wrap-up. I forgot about that
definitely.
shit.
And I know everybody else, I know everybody out there that listen to hip-hop is really excited for it, because every year he kill it. You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? He kind of, and I not for nothing, because shout out to Mad Skills too, because Mad Skills was doing it.
Oh,
a
he
while.
been doing it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think he just.
I just think it's
he put a whole different energy into it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he definitely did put the different energy into it. Like,
He intensified
as
it.
far as verbally, like the way he delivered his words versus how Mad Skill delivered his words.
Well, I mean that too, but just the overall energy of the yearly wrap up.
Right.
You know, when Mad Skills gave it to you, it was just a sum up. You know, he really didn't diss nobody. He didn't put energy into it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With Uncle Murda, he give you that yearly wrap up, but he also give you how he feel about it.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? So in the essence of it, it's going to diss a few people. Some people are going to get bigged up. Some people are going to be like, I don't know how to feel about it.
It's a wrap up.
But it is what it is. He telling it from his point and his perspective.
Yeah.
He didn't hold no punches back for anybody.
Hell
and
no.
I respect that.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear Uncle Murder shit either, yo, because I've always enjoyed those shits.
Yeah, every year. It's going to be funny because it's like, I'm sitting here now and I'm going to be like, damn, what was the best year? You know what I'm saying?
What was the best year?
Yeah, like what year did he kill it the most? You know what I'm saying? Granted,
I
all
don't
of
know.
them are like 9 minutes and some change.
Yeah, I don't know.
In some cases
I don't know if
longer.
you can say the best one yet. How many he got? Like 4? This would be the 4th one, right?
I think the 5th.
The 5th one?
I think the 5th. I think he started like 2015.
I think the one that he did 2 years ago, I like not the most right now, but I remember that one the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
First one.
The first one, that would be only 2 then.
Nah. The first one would be 4. It's 4 years. I think he did the first one in 2015.
Yeah, I was talking about the one that's like 2 years
Because the
ago.
first one, I do believe it was 2015, because the first one doesn't get really promoted like the rest of them. because that's when he really was originally doing it on his own. Like, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I think every other year that followed, it was more and more people getting behind him.
Yeah, being like, yo, you should do that
getting
again.
a part of the record. Not even just doing that, but it was more production added to it. You know.
Okay.
It was more people getting involved with the record. You
to
know,
make
I think
it actually
the first
sound
one,
like a good sounding record.
Yeah, I think the first one was just him taking a record and getting busy on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blacking out on it.
That's weird. This shit won't load up to Facebook.
It's still just saying sending data, and it's not doing nothing.
All right, well, I mean, it is what it is. You know, we rocking out anyway, so you know.
So that's the best I can do.
Yeah, we rocking out, so you already know it is what it is, man. But either way, man, like I was saying, you know, that is something everybody's looking forward to it tonight, man. But back at the ranch, man. Ray, what's going on with you, man?
Man, it's going.
You got your camera angle set up too, because you know you get outlandish at times, and we gotta put you on the spot.
Yeah, you know, I had a successful show yesterday. Had an actual fucking great time on the show yesterday. Shout out to Nick for coming by.
Yeah. Shout
Nick
out to
Barrios.
Nick, man. Shout out to Nick, and I definitely caught that show that he did, the pilot episode for his podcast. It was dope, pretty dope.
Yeah, it's called El Barrio.
Yeah, El Barrio. I like that.
I want to give a shout out to the two assholes I had to beat up last night. This one's for you, you fucking morons.
Yeah, man, and there we go. See, I was gonna put the cat out the bag. I'm glad you let the cat out the bag. It makes it easier for me to talk about now. Yeah, so last night Ray goes out, and you know, this is about the third time now that I've came to the studio and just on a random. You know what I mean? It comes out, and Ray is in some way black and blued or some way taped up or bandaged and something. But he says he comes out victorious every time. That's why I love it. I love it because it's like,
winning.
He goes in there. It looks like he hangs with us by day, but at night he goes in bar
like
fights.
A vigilante.
Yeah, you know, he goes in bar fights, or you know them dudes that be.
He said, you know the code. You don't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah, there you go, Fight Club. He's in like a fight club. You know what I'm saying? It really looks like that, yo, and it looked like he got scheduled matches. Like he'll be here doing an episode of his shit. And he's like, well, I can't wait for the night. I'm gonna fuck somebody up.
It's funny, though, because, like, the way I've been feeling, I was telling my coworkers a couple of weeks ago, like, yo, I've been feeling really good physically again, like I did in my early 20s and shit, because I've just been taking better care of myself. Yeah. And then the last couple of fights I've been fucking motherfuckers up. I think I might sign up for that bare knuckle boxing fucking tournament
go
shit
Fight
they
Club.
got.
There you go,
Oh,
people.
shit.
You heard it first. Ray's thinking about going on the Fight Club,
Listen,
going
man.
underground.
Just don't what do you call it? As long as you don't fucking get too beat up and then come back and be like, I don't think that was a good idea.
Just make sure they don't break your arms or your fingers. Tell them, yo, I need these guys. You can do a leg, but not none of these.
He said the face and the legs only.
Yeah, I gotta push buttons and do things that require my arms and my hands. You know what I'm saying? I can't be wrapped up with 2 wrenches again.
Well, I got the thing down here with the
Look for the guy.
Yo, so that's the thing though is like I would understand if I was running around being drunk and belligerent and just trying to fucking look for fights, but the shit is that the fight looks for me.
Well, I mean that hat doesn't.
All right, first of
attention
all,
to you.
now you just turned me into my grandfather right now. I'm about to tell you. He said that fight looks for me.
I know. I'm
about to be like, listen, boy, maybe it's something about you that the fight is looking for.
It's the hat.
It's the hat.
The hat draws attention, man. He running around looking like Crocodile Dundee with the damn hat on, like he need a banjo. Somebody get him a banjo and a beer.
A banjo and a beer.
It looked like he was supposed to be on stage, little Willie Nelson.
Oh shit.
So
Did
the
you check to
hat,
see if my Facebook is logged in?
Yeah, it's logged in.
the hat is gonna draw some attention. You know, ain't nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, that's
you know
good.
what I'm saying. So you just gotta. Ain't nothing you can do. I can't even say you just gotta, because ain't nothing you can do. You know, you just gotta be prepared for those situations.
Yeah, basically.
Because you know it's almost like wearing a chain. You know what I'm saying? But you're not wearing a flashy gold chain. You're wearing actually an expensive hat.
And
artifactual.
artifactual.
Yeah, you wearing like an artifactual hat. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like you wrestled a few gators with that hat. You know,
In St. Cloud.
people want that,
Yeah,
especially in St. Cloud.
it's a fucking. It's what? It's over 100 years old hat now.
Yeah, so
1917, 1916, around there.
yeah, so you gotta think about it. You walking around with that type of artifact on your head. You're gonna. It requires a certain type of attention, and then people in St. Cloud would know about that type of hat.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
if you had that
it's
hat on
funny.
in Brooklyn, they're just gonna be looking at you like, where the fuck?
Yeah, they wouldn't even fuck with you.
But if you had that hat on,
They would just walk right past you.
Yeah.
Or let you walk right past them. Or
But
whatever.
if you had that hat on in like Tennessee, you might get asked a few questions about that hat. You know what I'm saying? It's just the
Especially
the
you
yin and
got
the yang
on
of
like
it.
saggy jeans and shit or whatever,
Yeah,
and
it's
then you
just-
got on fucking this
just the yin and
vintage
the yang.
fucking hanging nigger hat and shit. No, I'm fucking.
Oh shit.
That's crazy, man.
Yo,
But nah.
so but what I'm hoping now too is like the kind of the legend of my fucking my power. You know what I'm saying? I can hit you with this one or this one, but you're gonna get dropped with either one. So hopefully if word starts spreading, they stop fucking trying me.
The only thing they're gonna say is that dude with the hat, the crazy wetback hat, is crazy. And I don't mean to disrespect nobody, but when you see him with the hat on, you're gonna be like, I don't know if this motherfucker was out there picking corn or
Yeah,
Picking
bro.
corn.
He looked- he got- it's
chewing
a-
straw. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, that I told him yesterday on the show. I was like, yo, you're gonna have that shit. You're gonna be doing this show 30 years from now with that same hat. This shit gonna be just the top, the
And
middle
he gonna
piece
have
and shit.
a alligator tooth on around his neck with a rope around it. Like I get caught this myself.
With the jean jacket, fucking vest.
Yeah.
I mean the jean jacket. It gotta be like this big and
Fucking
shit.
hat is sacred, man. It has to be fucking kept in a well locked area.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so before we get today's show started, man, let's put some music on, bro. Let's play one of these. We're gonna play a couple in a row today, cause this
Yeah, we
New
gonna play
Year's
some
Eve,
joints.
yo.
It's
And we're
New
gonna
Year's
let
Eve,
these
man.
niggas
We
get
wrapping
their
up the
shine
year.
tonight.
Yeah, we wrapping up the year, and these are a lot of the songs that we got throughout the year. So why not? What better time is it than to play a record? You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Who we
sir.
got kicking us off?
DJ Ray.
We're gonna play some Dear Fuckboy. How about that?
You want to start that?
You want to
off?
start off like that?
I think that should be. I think that should get more like at the end. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna be like the mood going into 2020. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Okay.
So what's okay? So some of these tracks don't have the actual artist on it. What is
Just say a name, man.
After Tonight?
That's still hit your boy.
Butch. Go ahead,
That's
play
still
After
Butch.
Tonight. You can run that
All right,
one.
we'll play After Tonight. This is After Tonight by Butch.
Butch.C.
Butch.C.
We're gonna have to tag him, get him in once we get everything lined up with it.
I can't, man.
Push that C. Nigga kinda drunk right now. Damn, shorty over there looking right. Trying to take her home tonight. Hey girl, nice weed. Don't know you, but you probably know me. And to sum it up, they call me bedroom, fuck it up. Last name holla if you wanna know. Could tell by your bag you from uptown, but your lips say you stay downtown. Me? Bi-coastal, I see you anti-social, but in the bedroom, I think you say what you want to, and do the other things the girls don't do. Not to brag, I beat it up, no jabs. How you walking home like Zab, PYT. Before we leave, I need a CID. Smelling all good and shit. You like your niggas all hood and shit. Pussy all good and shit. But after tonight, I don't know you, you won't know me. Met off the block like Parker to Duncan. Said she never seen me around, but no phone. Said she take trips, stay tips off the bubbly. Told I eat the cat like couple quips where the bloods be. Name was Serena, surprised I never seen her. Legs like a horse, couldn't wait to get between her. Lorena had a sister named Kaya, but ain't got nothing on her cause Lorena much flyer. She could blow me dry like clothes up in the dryer. But after the night, I don't owe you. And after the night, you don't owe me. No Butch Dot, same nigga from OT. I won't hold you, don't hold me. And after I tear the cake up, I'm out that door before you wake up. After tonight, I don't know you, you won't know me. After tonight, I don't know you. After tonight, I don't know you, you won't know me. After tonight, I don't know you. Ladies, come fuck with your man and shit. Let's do this one night stand and shit. Ladies, come fuck with your man and shit. Let's do this one night stand and shit. Ladies, come fuck with your man and shit. Let's do this one night stand and shit. Ladies, come fuck with your man and shit. Let's do this one night stand and shit. After tonight, I don't know you, you won't know me. After tonight, I don't know you. After tonight, I don't know you, you won't know me. After tonight, I don't know you. I swear I know how to sing on this shit. What's that sing? What the fuck? Yeah, hello? Who? Lorena? Who?
This is the link.
Yeah, you got
What's
it.
up? What's up?
You sent it?
We back. Shout out to Butch.C. That was Butch.C with After Tonight. One of the joints off of the project that he sent us earlier in the year, you know, and we got other joints of his that we gonna play tonight.
Happy New Year, Butch.
You know, yeah, definitely Happy New Year. I know he turned up because when New Year's, I ain't even gonna lie. That's one of those holidays with him where it's like he go ham.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you definitely are gonna have a good time. You're gonna enjoy yourself, and you're gonna have a lot to drink. So shout out to Butch. I wish I could be with you, brother, because you already know how we do when we link up. It's Shrek and Donkey all day. That's how we give it up. You already know. And it was dope, you know what I mean? We had a good interview with him until, the end. We got a little too mellow. He was dozing off.
Yeah.
We gotta get him back in here, you know what I'm saying? But that's
2020 be New Year, brother. We redo it all over.
That's a whole fact. We gotta get him back in because I'm sure he got a lot of new music lined up, and I'm sure with 2020 coming and he got a lot of new content he's bringing to the table. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna jump into one of Rob Dent's joints right now.
Rob Dent.
All this weed that I'm holding, thinking she hot before she even get the chance to smoke it.
Right when a nigga get in his zone. We'll keep all this.
For the moment, come the game, don't run it.
Tia Boo, what up with you though?
Nothing, just getting up. What you doing?
Yeah. Shit, man, I'm literally about to record. White boy sent some flame over.
Oh, for real?
Word. Alright, just stay on the line. I'm gonna let you hear this. Mute your shit right quick though.
Girl, I had a little time, so I wrote this song for you. Not a second goes by that I'm not thinking about you. You could be my caller number 9, blowing up my line. Girl, you fine as hell, remind me of some fine wine. I'm sipping on you, girl, now I'm sipping on you. You chill though, you down smooth, since you on the coast, so you drip cool. Too many 151 shots, had me up out my bar stool. So much of you, I'm lit off in the DJ booth. Wait a waiter, I need a pitch of cran juice. I need a little quick detox, and my wine sweets hit the right spot. I just need some cars boo to soak a little of you up. Cause the night's young, my dick hard and I'm on. I'm 26, I'm young fly, but right now I am all alone. No overstand, don't comprehend why I don't have one hold in my hand. Dumb bras, thirsty hoes, that keep a nigga on aggravate. When I'm with my niggas, yeah, that double cup keep me activated. Raw paper, Cali medicated. Rob that no can't get faded. Too many people around me that I care about. My die about the love's real when you don't fear my code.
whole heart is right here. Swear I can change your life and be the man of the year. Girl, I had a little time, so I wrote this song for you. Not a second goes by that I'm not thinking about you. You could be my caller number 9, blowing up my line. Girl, you fine as hell, remind me of some fine wine. Girl, I had a little time, so I wrote this song for you. Not a second goes by that I'm not thinking about you. You could be my caller number 9, blowing up my line. Girl, you fine as hell, remind me of some fine wine. You a fine wine sipper, white Zinfandel, I drink ya. Victoria's Secret, was nice to meet ya. Remember high school, we was sneaking kiss under bleachers. I need you to cater to me, tip on Destiny feature. I do say top shelf, but attracted to your bottom. Psychologically, I just want you up on scrotum. Oops, I mean scrotum, and now you got me on totem. Pole that you bounce on, Stella getting her groove on. Yo, you still there?
Yes, nigga, I'm still here. You just gonna keep me on the phone this whole time.
Well, hold on. I'm about to go back in. Listen to me. Damn, I'm driving her crazy with this on my words. But check it out, Miss Sylvia, I still crush on your daughter. She say I'm on her level, but never picked this adventure. I know about her catalog, both of you know I'm better. Once in a while when my ex calls, she talk like we still together. She miss calling me daddy and love the way that I check her. 5 years spent in that life, rightfully deserves another song. Cause right now my mind is on that first chick in her red thong. Forget about Ms. Endo, still raw fucking her ex though. Few months later in my job parking lot claiming she prego. Knew that baby wasn't mine, damn it was a waste of time. Now I got a brown pretty thing, Tia B up on my line.
Hey, that was dope. That nigga.
Appreciate you though, appreciate you, you know. We trying to make a little something. You know what I'm saying? But what it's looking like up that way though?
Oh, I'm just chilling right now. What is up?
So ain't nothing popping up in the 810.
Not shit.
Not a damn thing. So when you gonna come see me though?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? So you gonna just hop on the plane and skip work?
I'ma skip work.
Hey. All about the love though.
We back.
Damn.
Shout out
That
to
shit was
Rob
smooth
Dan.
as hell.
Yeah, that was a smooth joint, and that's actually.
This shit go, man. Blaze G Smooth. That's right. PTSD is controlling, this is stressing me. Foreign feet, blood dripping, shit, you can't get next to me. Ecstasy, shoot up the party, I'm rolling heavily. Never sleep, the back coming overnight, it's a recipe. Count it up, make sure you flip it, make sure your niggas up. And if you bluff, got niggas that hang out the window, bang you up. On the road, mouth up the mouth, I'm on the paper route. The stereo staking out, push on the gas, can't see us now. Me and Smooth went back to back, see this in the gang, we ain't going, that'll get you whacked. I'm in the field where my niggas still trapping back. Over onion, that's the luggage, then I go and get it back. Spit my heart up in the booth on every track. When you take the stand up for your niggas, can I take it back? Niggas gone broke around me, we ain't into that. 38 revolver in the stash, so fix a fitted cap. I don't like them, so it's fuck them, yeah, this tap, tap, tap. Niggas lying, ain't it rap, you know this cap, cap, cap. Me and Smooth, yeah, we blooded, yeah, that's slash, slash, slash. Drop the windows on, all you heard was tat, tat, tat. PTSD is controlling, this is stressing me. Foreign feet, blood dripping, shit, you can't get next to me. Ecstasy, shoot up the party, I'm rolling heavily. Never sleep, the back coming overnight, it's a recipe. Count it up, make make sure you flip it, make sure your niggas up. And if you bluff, got niggas that hang out the window, bang you up. On the road, mouth out the mouth, I'm on the paper route. The sheriff staking out, push on the gas, can't see us now. Smoking runs in the back, watch them move shady now. How could you hate me? Wow, I'm Kobe dropping 80 down. If it's some money on the track, better chase it down. I know some niggas that's gon' rap, they just can't hold it down. Free my dogs about the pen, about that dog pound. Trenches, AR, you know how war sound. Oh, he said he got the burger, blaze the phone now. Yo, G, you know it's on now. PTSD is controlling, this is stressing me. Foreign feet, blood dripping, shit, you can't get next to me. Ecstasy, shoot up the party, I'm rolling heavily. Never sleep, the back coming overnight, it's a recipe. Count it up, make sure you flip it, make sure your niggas up. And if you bluff, got niggas that hang out the window, bang you up. On the road, mouth out the mouth, I'm on the paper route. The sheriff staking out, push on the gas, can't see us now. 2019, nigga, I'm telling you that, nigga. No cap, nigga. No rap shit, nigga. Whack! Big! Boy, G, smooth G! That's right. Pretty king.
We back. That was Master C.
No, it says Monster C.
Monster C?
Yeah.
That was actually a hot joint. I mean, I don't know the name of it because it didn't give us a name for the joint.
Nah, people be sending me stuff and they don't. Yo, when you send me your songs, I don't automatically know who you are from your email. You have to put a description, like put who you are, where you're from. You know what I'm saying? If you got if it's a group of you or it's a single, add that into the information so that when we hear, we can shout them out. We're gonna play the music regardless, but
there should be a meta tag in most of any MP3 file that you create to begin with. Like, start meta tagging your music, so that way whenever it's shared to whoever it's shared with, they'll
automatically send the information.
Yeah, your name pops up automatically.
Yeah. Like, look at Rob Dent shit pops up perfect. Everything pops up the way it's supposed to.
Right. Yeah, well, Rob Dent out there, he do his thing.
Yeah.
But shout out to Monster C as well, or if that's the name of the song, or forgive me if I don't know.
Smooth G, I heard him say Smooth G too, so I don't know if that's somebody in the crew or if that was him. I don't know, but definitely shout out to you guys, to him.
So
camp, whatever,
So like in true fashion, and it's the end of the new year. At the end of the year, we do have today in hip hop history some things that were released around this time. I don't think there's too much, on a New Year's Eve and shit. There's two things.
Well, I mean, we went through some stuff last week.
We went through it, and that was,
range,
it's still in the same area of time and shit. One thing, that was one of my favorite movies too, growing up and shit. And this was even before, like, I even listened to Pac's music. I think I seen this movie.
Oh, what's that? Juice?
Yeah, Juice.
Yeah, that definitely was. I ain't even gonna lie. That's one of my favorites of all time too. That's a classic. You know what I mean? Just then it's right. You know what I mean?
91. I was really not still old enough for them to allow me to have a Tupac.
Yeah, I mean, what was that? That was 91.
That's 91.
I mean, I can't even front at that point in time. Yeah, definitely. That was still around the time. I don't think your parents was letting you watch the movie.
You was sneaking that shit.
But I was definitely one of the ones that when your older cousins was watching it and shit, you snuck in the room and chilled with them and watched it. So, I mean, that's how, it definitely grew that appeal. And I would say I have the right to call it a classic.
Yeah, definitely classic to me, man.
But,
I mean, we can quote lines from that movie.
Oh, yeah,
that's always the classic when you could do that shit.
Yeah, shout out to Omar Epps. I even think Samuel L. Jackson was in that movie.
Was he? He might have been. I don't remember.
I believe so.
I don't remember, to be honest with you. I have no idea. You scroll up. Let's see what's the next one there. Then Pimp C of UGK, he was born December 29th, 1973.
Wow, man. Definitely, man. Shout out to Pimp C, man.
Yeah,
happy belated.
Rest in peace as
and
well.
rest in peace as well. You know what I mean? Definitely a legend within the hip hop game. And you can see just even in the picture, look at him swagged out.
Yeah, for
he
real.
brought a lot of swag to the game.
Hell yeah.
He really
him and Bun B were nice.
Shout out to Bun.
They were when I was up north, they were down south that I could fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bun
they
B
had,
Pimp C?
Yeah, they were lyrically, but they had that down south swag and all that shit.
They definitely had their own appeal. You know what I mean? And they represented Houston in just one of the best forms of fashion.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to even look at it. Even Because even back in that time, an artist like Hove was still reaching out to them.
Yeah,
going to
right.
work with them. You know what I mean? So that's
Right,
dope,
yeah.
man.
A lot of people forget that, even the people that we sit here and call, legends now and shit, there's still rappers, they're still around. Well, not Pimp C, but they're still around and still relevant that were doing it before them.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And shit.
I mean, you gotta look at it. That's still one of Hove's biggest records of his career.
Yeah.
And they Bun B, because Pimp ain't here no more, but Bun could at least say, I was a part of that.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Which
and
is dope.
Go down.
That's some.
Let me see what date it says. The 22nd. Oh yeah. So we went over this Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, last episode on Christmas. We talked about that. I think that's this thing with Uchiwali, right?
That's when we had Drew here too.
Drew was here. Yeah,
shout out to Drizzy Drew.
Yeah.
Other
than that, that's the day in hip hop as far as like certain dates that happen in the year, man. There's been so much great things. I mean, albums were released all over the board. I was going over the list earlier today, and everybody from the younger kids to the older, even to Nas's Lost Tapes was dropped this year. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of fucking music dropped this year.
A lot of great music.
A lot of like like to Earl the Sweatshirt had something dropped this year.
And I even think this year was just. I think this year is a pivotal year for hip hop because I feel like there's a shift happening.
I think the shift is happening not in just hip hop. I think the reason why hip hop shows it so much is because it's so cultural to people.
Well,
because we talk about this all the time. Let's look at everything in everyday life of how hip hop is involved, and we talked about this a couple times.
As a topic.
Yeah, we've had it as topics, and I even brought it up in the 5 elements. We talked about the 5 elements of hip hop, and we added 2 more elements. We were able to add 2 more elements.
2 new elements.
Right. And then that brought us to that next conversation where we were like, I had looked up an article that talked about the 3 industries in 2020 in which hip hop is going to be really prevalent and shit. And you know what I'm saying? And if anybody ever wants to know what the hell we were talking about, go back to the prior episode.
Yeah, go back a few episodes and check us out. You know what I mean? Because it was a cool conversation. We actually went through a lot. We discovered new areas in which we seen that hip hop had major impacts and influences.
Other than just the 5 basic elements in which we grew up.
5 basic ones. But I mean, even with that, I mean, the shift that I'm saying, and what I'm saying with the shift that I feel is just in the content of music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
people are getting tired, though.
Yeah,
I think
feel
people
like
are
that
getting
shift
tired.
Is happening back to. It's getting back to what you're saying, and and a lot of it's making artists put a lot of effort into their tracks.
Because if you look at it, we've had a lot of young kids die in the transition of music, and it's party music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did you hear?
It was considered hip hop party music, right? And fucking, we've watched a lot of young kids die from violence of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace to the XXX dude who got shot for his money because he just wanted to party. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he wasn't even partying. He was just actually...
But he was had money. He was flashy.
Yeah,
he was doing
buying,
the show.
He was buying like a...
He wanted to have fun. This is what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when the young kids get in. Mm-hmm. The difference between what happened when we were younger and they were young getting in to now. The social media, it shows the image, the kids get the money, then you gotta live the image. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The image to the people back then was only to the rappers that were rapping.
In magazines.
Yeah, in magazines.
On the news.
Yeah, and like being with the other rappers that are big. Yeah. You're like, they were actually setting the trends more back then than they really do now. Like, cause a rapper would come in with this, and then another rapper see him and be like, oh shit, you got this, and then you see 2 rappers with them, but you didn't see it. They didn't post it on Instagram, and then millions of rappers start buying them or buying fake shit that look like it. Or you get what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying. That's definitely true.
Yo,
I can feel that.
Did you see what Juicy J tweeted on Sunday morning?
Mm-mm.
He said he apologizes for making music about drugs because he pretty much feels responsible for a lot of these kids dying, these artists, these kids, these rappers.
Yeah,
Right.
he feels like he was a part of the sabotaging of that era.
Yeah, look at it. You know what? A couple years ago, what was big? You know, Juicy J was big, man. Right?
Remember, he first started. They came out with sipping on some scissors.
Yeah, you know, like
yeah. I mean, of course, they have records about it, and
That's a
they
pioneering drug song.
I mean, but they weren't just the only ones. I mean,
no, they're not the only ones, but
everybody had a song of how can I put it? Because I don't want to offend nobody. You know
getting inebriated.
What I could say is this: everybody had a song of how they mellowed themselves out. You know what I'm saying? Of words. And within that range of how they mellowed themselves out, you heard forms of drugs in which they tapped into.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, for instance, you didn't hear none of those type of drugs on Styles P, I Get High. You know
because he was only talking about
kept it about what he did.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of, and that's just not just him. A lot of those artists, you know what I'm saying? When they talk about what they do and how they get busy, a lot of them don't stem too far off. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shit, man. Back in the before in what the early '80s rap, right? A lot of them niggas did cocaine.
Oh yeah, but they weren't talking about it.
I mean, some did.
They
did it in
a crafty way.
Yeah, they did it. What's the word?
Method Man was straight up telling people he was smoking fucking angel dust.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, of course.
Well, him and Red said that shit.
And of course, and you got to look at it. That was the thing of that time.
Well, it wasn't just the time; it was just the area.
And that area too, you know.
Where in which Meth and Red they started hanging out, and you hanging out with Method Man, and Method Man's from Jersey. I already know what's going on.
Well, Redman's from Jersey.
That's what I meant. I said it backwards. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know. But I mean, what I'm saying is, even with that, you know what I mean? Like their choice stemmed out to there. You know what I'm saying? But what I am saying is this: is that Juicy J, I understood his message, but you know, it was a lot. Every rapper, I believe, had part in it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna blame them solely. You know what I'm saying? Because
you can't blame them solely.
I feel like we all made tracks to cater to
you know
what was going on.
And this
in
is
the
my
streets.
opinion. What I think the blame falls within the industry. And I know it's hard to be like, yo, the young nigga ain't gonna listen to the old nigga, but he gotta listen to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And like, I mean, we're not in those circles to be around those people to know what's going on. But what I mean is, you know, somebody gotta step up and just say, well, he ain't gonna listen anyway. You just gotta say fuck it and just be like, yo, man, you're heading down the wrong way. You know, it's the people. You know, we talk about helping each other build each other up, right? But along the way, we're not guiding. You know, it's just kind of just like, here, do this, follow how I do it.
Also, that's the whole thing too. In today's world in which we're in, it's hard to do that because people cheer on the ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and they acquire
me, I dig it.
Yeah, and they acquire it. You know what I'm saying? So for some people it's ignorance, and for some people it's acting ignorant. And for some people it's just really ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Is which one are you a part of, and which one are you doing? Are you doing it just to cater to masses and appeal to people, or is it just really you don't know no better? You know
Most of the time, they just don't know no better.
I ain't gonna say that.
I do, because if you look at it, right, even the dudes that was young as we were coming up too, that are in rap and still there, the things you're saying now, that you see them saying it now too. It's just their life was different. You know, we actually had to go and live through.
Well, no, I mean, I understand that. I'm not saying that their life wasn't different. You know what I'm saying? But
But I'm just saying, with age, they say with age comes wisdom, right? Well, in my sense, it means like it don't matter what age. Eventually, you either die or you get it. Eventually, they're gonna get it. You get what I'm saying? They could be 60 years old and something that you know, and they'll be like, I gotta start thinking smarter, you know. But unfortunately, that's how it happens.
See, but that's another thing too. It's like in the day and times that we're in, I don't see that. I don't think they see that like that.
No, nobody looks at it like that.
You know,
and you want to know what? This actually takes me to a deeper thing that I've been thinking about personally. You ever notice that the people live like there's no tomorrow more nowadays than they did back in the days? Like, people would say it, but people like actually are like living like that.
Yeah, because the slogan of back in the day was "Build for your future." And the slogan of today, or the slogan of the slogan, I'm sorry, the slogan. The slogan of, I would say, about 5 years ago was YOLO.
YOLO, and now it's let's get lit.
You know, I mean that came in with the YOLO shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that's the mood and that's the approach that a lot of people are living with now.
Now, don't get me wrong. I understand the logic of don't worry about tomorrow until it comes type shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, what I mean is there's this internal fear inside of all human beings right now that tomorrow is the last time we're gonna live. It's not expressed. It's just how people move and how they like to just, you know what I'm saying? They're just like.
So what you think like?
I think in an internal fucking energy. I don't know the fuck you want to call it.
An entity of some sort.
There's something that, you know how animals, they be like when the hurricanes comes, a dog go and hide and shit an hour before and shit, You get what I'm saying?
So they're like, yeah, I may not be here tomorrow, so I'm gonna just blow all this bread right now.
I mean, it's just how I see. It's just cause look, they say the 50s, you 50 now, you're the new 30s and shit, right? Well, how does that happen? How does that fucking happen? How does your 50-year-old grandmother look older than the 50-year-old lady that's chilling with you at the bar? How does that happen, right? It's because they want to look up to the younger crowd and they try to change their life to
that and back in their time they weren't dealing with all the fucking genetically modified shit that we dealing with.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta think we eating cows that are fucking born today and ready to be fucking slaughtered by next Friday. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I mean? That's why even with myself, I stopped fucking with a lot of that shit because I was looking at it this shit is crazy, and I seen the side effects my body was having on it that it's not having right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I see that, I'm definitely they poisoning us. I would preach that to more people, but
I see it too. That's in something that you told me about the doctor, and I talk about all the time is the when you get older shit. Okay, I don't know so much about the poisoning part, but maybe you shouldn't eat it more when you're kids, but kids can process it more. It's just when you get to a certain age, your body's like, nah, man, fuck that shit, man.
Yeah. Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, your body's like, nah, fuck that, man. You've been giving me this crap all this time. I'm done doing all that shit.
I mean, the whole shebang. But, I mean, in the sense of it kind of, when you look at it, it is poisoning. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're feeding something to something that it's the cycle, the chain and the cycle of life, right?
So what's wrong with a whale eating plankton? Or a wolf catching a fucking rabbit, or you get what I'm saying? What's the difference?
See, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that it's wild and it's not being fucking pumped with steroids of any sort, and it's not being pumped with any type of.
So your concern is not so much whether we're eating animal. It's more of what they put in the animal to begin with. I mean,
my concern is it's a cycle, right? And you got to think about it because it's not just in animals; it's in vegetables as well. Too.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
So I'm not just speaking on just animals.
That's what I'm saying. You're not concerned about the how vegans be like.
No,
my God, it's a living.
I'm just speaking.
The way I look at it, man, is that steroids can't be that bad because look how many fucking home runs Barry Bonds got.
See, but that's
but look how white he turned. Oh, that's not Barry Bonds. Look how big his head got.
But yeah, look how big his head got. That's reality.
Yo, I bet you he got a lot smarter too.
We had a kid in my high school. He was a little taller than me. He used to take a lot of creatine every time he worked out. When we got out of high school, before I moved to Jersey, I seen him, and this nigga was fat. Yeah. But when I tell you he's fat, it's not like you would have been like, damn, you ate a lot. You would look at him and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This nigga's eyelids were fat. His
water
ears
weight.
is
Yeah, it's
fat,
water
like, and
weight. Yeah, it's
he was,
water
and
weight.
I'm just like, yo, you can't. He's like, man, fuck, bro. Like, he had to do extra shit in his life to be able to get rid of that.
So
shit.
when
It's
when I
water weight.
when I boxed and wrestled in high school and into my 20s, I took a lot of creatine, but that's because I was doing a lot of high intensity workouts and I knew I was gonna sweat. Like, you're supposed to take creatine and do a lot of cardio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to just be like, I'm gonna fucking take creatine and then go
Yeah,
fucking
go pump iron and
No,
fucking.
well, not even that. Even that is somewhat beneficial, but you
I
can't
mean,
just
you could lift because it's gonna cause you to sweat. Like I used to take it
Yeah.
when I was younger playing
You
ball.
can't-
Or whatnot.
Nah, I think he abused it. Is what. It
Yeah,
is.
you can't take creatine and be like, I'm gonna watch a movie.
No, I totally think. Yeah, I totally think he abused it because this was like.
Well, a lot of people don't get it too. Is that creatine is to put weight on you.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know
it's
I'm
for
saying?
and
Like
shit.
the whole thing about it, like I said,
And
I
they
took
don't
when
tell
I
you
was
that
younger.
shit.
Well, it's
they
help
didn't
to
tell us
hydrate your
that when
muscles
we were
too.
kids.
It has
Yeah.
a lot of amino acids in it.
It is,
that's
but it also
the
is going to
positive
put
benefit
weight
about
on
it.
you. It's going to swell.
Yeah,
It
so
swells
that
you.
you're supposed to, like you said, you're supposed to sweat and work out on it because it's gonna make you sweat first of
It's
all.
going to
And then-
swell, and
Yeah,
you
you're supposed
working
to
out
take
is
that
going to be
shit.
shredding yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But on the same note, I get what you're saying. Like that shit, anything like that, you anything you overindulge in is can be naturally. But when it going back to what I was saying about that is, and when I going back to what Ray was saying, it's not just steroids. You know what I'm saying? If it was just steroids, that I would understand. You know what I'm saying? But it's other
It's
shit.
other shit. It's shit to make it grow faster.
Yeah, you know what
like
I'm
it's
saying?
shit to make it not want to eat something else to keep.
Hormones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
adding extra hormones to it.
Yeah, and and like I believe that's true too. I thought you were more concerned about it being like it's a living thing, and I was gonna be like, but
Nah,
man. Like wolves hunt fucking
Nah, I mean
animals,
it's just
bears.
that's
fucking
reality.
eat
That's
animals.
the,
You know what I'm
that,
saying?
and
Like,
that's what you got to pay attention to. That is this natural cycle of life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't ever overlook that because that is the essence of.
I seen a snake eat a bat.
Yeah, that's the essence. It's the
like-
essence of life. Something started small, got a little bigger. Something that started small and got bigger than that ate that.
And if you really
know what
think
I'm
about
saying?
it, we technically, without tools or any technology, are not supposed to be at the top of the food chain.
No, we're not. But we were able to use more of our brain, I guess. You know what I'm saying? We're that species, that chosen species.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, check out 2021. Me and Ray gonna have a podcast about all that shit now.
2021.
Oh shit.
This motherfucker jumped a whole year of.
Yeah, so he said it's coming, y'all. Just be patient. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I mean the reality of it is that's why I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the shit they are putting in them, it is affecting us.
No, I think it's affecting the kids more because, like you said, when we're kids, we can process shit, and then it will take the products that it needs and it'll use it, right?
Well,
for us, it doesn't affect
me,
us
like, alright,
anymore
for
because
instance.
it makes us sick because we don't need it, and
Right.
we're introducing more of it to us.
Well, yeah, and like I say, even for myself, like just with getting older, like I said, me and you, we chop it up all the time. A while ago, I was in pain, and a lot of pain. I wasn't showing it, but it was something that I was living and dealing with daily on a physical basis.
Yeah.
Being that I switched up my diet the way that I switched it up as drastically as I did, I'm not in pain. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I'm not dealing with that issue no more. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to go to the doctor and really just get
Man,
blood
that's
work
not
done
a little
and all
cortisone and some oxycontin is gonna take care
that. I
of.
wish it was, bro, but you know what I'm saying? It would be. And
Nah, it's just gonna mask it, though.
Yeah, I recognize. I fuck the pills and all that. I recognize it was what I was intaking. It was what I was putting into my body. You know what I'm saying? That was really causing my body to have these effects.
So my daily intake is like chicken and rice, right? Like on some real shit. Like I eat chicken and rice a lot.
Yeah.
So like the only thing I need to take out of my diet is the rice, is what gives me this stinking belly, right?
Not really, because rice is a clean carb, technically.
But too much of it is a weight gainer.
Of course.
You gotta work out.
Yeah, so I have to work out, but I don't have a chance to work out as much as I would like, so I need to cut back on the rice to rice.
Then get on the meth diet.
Right? And I
So
used
you
to
get
be
on
on
the
the
meth
Molly diet. The Molly diet works. But
Yeah, that should have you.
the Molly, yo,
Real
nigga,
thing.
yo, I told him. I told him.
He said, I told him.
Yeah, I
He
almost
asked me
OD'd,
one
bro.
day if you ever took it, and I was just like, "Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you what he tell you because I remember."
Yeah. It was definitely an experience. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of those times where I overdid it.
Watching your comfort level change in the camera just now.
No, I mean it's not nothing that I'm uncomfortable with. You know what I'm saying? I keep it 100. I'm a full stack with it. Like I was fucking with it for a while. You know what I'm saying? And that night I just overdid it. OD'd. Almost OD'd, technically.
Speaking of OD, should we play some music soon?
Yes, we
Yeah,
should.
we
Lou
should
OD
definitely
if
get
you
into
want.
some Lou OD. You know what I'm saying? Because I almost OD'd that night, and if he told you about it, then he'll tell you.
You see, I didn't say nothing else after that. I just said, I told him about it.
Yeah, shit was real.
Ray's the one who brought it up.
So we gonna play some Lou OD.
Shout out to Lou OD.
MELLO-ROOM, baby. Happy New Year's.
Cloud 9 shit. Yo, Els, what up? Glizzy, what up? I mean, I be trying to tell niggas to fuck with me, but off the strength, niggas just don't wanna fuck with me. I mean, I'm just trying to get this money, baby. That all. I've been hustling, slanging fucking bitches. Shit's ridiculous. You been cuffing and not getting nothing. Shit is slow. You ain't talking about no dough, bro. Don't hit my line. Hit the road. If you ain't talking about no dough, don't hit my line. Hit the road. I've been hustling, slanging fucking bitches. Shit's ridiculous. You been cuffing and not getting nothing. Shit is slow. You ain't talking about no dough, bro. Don't hit my line. Hit the road. If you ain't talking about no dough, don't hit my line. Hit the road. Grams on the scale, hit my BM with a couple bills in case I need bail. Boys ask questions, she won't tell. She won't snitch, she rather go to hell. Now rather get money, don't find shit funny. Take these shots, want anything from me. Full of hoes in your clothes, now you look bummy. I shine in the dark, I be making shit sunny. That's cause a nigga hot, spit so raw, flow so dope, put it in a pot, rap so hard, turn it to a rocket, shook your wifey, turn to a thought. But now she on my dick and she ain't trying to jump off. Get me a pack, I flip shit off. Gotta get back, what I pay for, don't come back. Short, get popped like a cork. It started from the bottom, but a couple homies switch sides. Couple shots from the Glocks, no selfie, but this cannon shoot they good side. So who's side? These niggas want smoke this barrel, who got the lies? Difference between me and them, I'ma shoot time. I've been hustling, slanging fucking bitches. Shit's ridiculous, you been cuffing and not getting nothing. Shit is slow, you ain't talking about no dough, bro. Don't hit my line, hit the road. If you ain't talking about no dough, don't hit my line, hit the road. I've been hustling, slanging fucking bitches. Shit's ridiculous, you been cuffing and not getting nothing. Shit is slow, you ain't talking about no dough, bro. Don't hit my line, hit the road. If you ain't talking about no dough, don't hit my line, hit the road.
We back. You already know. Shout out to Lou OD. I didn't get the name of that record. Ray didn't pass that one off.
My bad. That's Hit the Road.
Hit the road, Jack. You know
Don't you
what I
come
mean?
back no more, no
But
more.
shout out to Lou OD. That was a hot joint. All the joints that he sent us are hot. So anytime that we get the
Yo,
blast
all the
records off,
music
it's dope.
everybody has sent me all year is dope.
Yeah,
yo.
I mean, not to take nothing away from nobody. You guys.
Shout out to
nobody.
Vita Vici, Rose Rabbit Bunny.
Yeah,
she was one of the
man.
original people to come on the show.
Definitely.
Like the first ever.
Definitely.
Shout out my man's the barber, Kelvin.
Oh yeah, shout out Kel.
He was one of the originals, and he wasn't even on a live. He was on an audio.
Yeah, he was. That's true, man. He rocked out with us when it was just voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Drew too. That's why it was cool
Drew
to have.
was on the first.
It was cool to have
original one.
Drizzy Drew, back in the building last week. He got to get the visual effect as well now.
We've been on for a year now.
Yeah,
We're about
man.
like 40 episodes in.
Yeah.
This is the second season though, but we have done at least 40 episodes or so. I haven't done the official count yet. I should have done that today, but I forgot.
All right. So now, normally I know we rock out and we do Ooze Sports. You know what I'm saying? But today, being that it's the end of the year and we doing yearly wrap ups, we're gonna do Ooze wrap ups. You know what I'm
Ooze
saying?
wrap-ups.
So I'm gonna throw some topics out there. Now, in these topics that I'm gonna throw out there, you guys gotta give me your highlight of the year, and whether it's your yay, nay, or look out for it, whatever you feel about it. Just
Somebody
give me
said
an impression
yay?
of it.
Yeah.
Damn. I had to line one up for
Yeah,
Ray.
you did.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway. So yeah, with these topics, just let me know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? All right. So 2019, in a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
What?
You said, no, this is me in a nutshell. No,
what do you guys feel was the highlight of 2019?
The highlight of 2019 for me,
The
or
highlight.
just
In
like
the
in
culture?
general?
In the culture.
Oh, okay.
6ix9ine. 6ix9ine and the whole.
You think that was a highlight?
You think that was the highlight?
I think
of
that was.
2019?
I think that was the most.
I'm looking at these. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
I think that.
He said, "I got the good stuff."
I think that is the number one most talked about thing in the culture. Whether it be good or bad, you know what I'm saying? It's just like when Time Magazine comes out with, Time's Person of the Year. It necessarily doesn't mean that either it was for a good reason, it could be a bad reason or two. And I believe that 6ix9ine is what dominated the headlines all of 2019. Here in the year in review, it says January 23rd, 6ix9ine admitted to being guilty of all charges related to racketeering and gang violence. And there was something updated every single week, almost every month about that situation. I
It
just
was
kind
a
of
good
think
freaking segment of the year that he was the news.
Yeah,
Even when he
true.
was popping all the way to when.
That's true. I mean, that is a good one. I can understand why Ray threw that in the air as that was like I don't know. I'm
But
saying
as a highlight, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like a highlight.
Wouldn't highlight be more of a? I mean, well,
remember, a highlight doesn't have to be good or bad. Like, what highlighted the year? Nipsey Hussle's death. That's another big
I was
highlight.
thinking of that. That's what I was gonna say, but
My bad.
no, you good.
I didn't mean,
I'll-
to,
Nah,
take,
you. I mean, you
I didn't
good.
mean to take that.
Nah, you. Good.
Nah, you good. I just think something more like that was way more impactful.
Than anything.
It was impactful just as much as 6ix9ine was
See, but that's
impactful,
why I
but
was
not
gonna
in
say-
the same spectrum.
That's why
You get what I'm trying to say?
And that's why I was gonna say, like, I think and that was gonna be another one of my questions. That's why in this topic, Nipsey Hussle wasn't gonna be brought up, because I was gonna say one of my other topics was gonna be the most impactful thing of 2019.
Oh, check it out. Read that one.
In which I feel like that's
Okay, so
where you could
sorry
have
I
put
jumped
Nipsey.
to your second question, but yeah,
You know what
that's
I'm
how I
saying?
feel
Like,
about Nipsey. It was
the most impactful thing in the culture of 2019,
yeah,
my opinion, was the death of Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
then you would have to kind of go with Ray then.
But
With
the highlight of 2019,
Okay.
Yeah, like-
how about Lil Nas X? If we want to talk about highlights.
Nah, because that was like a 2-month thing, man.
you think?
You think so? That thing went from March all the way to March, April, May, June, July. It was still rocking in August.
I think he kind of. Nah, I ain't gonna say highlight, but I mean, you could throw him in there. You could throw him in the category of a highlight.
I don't know. The only reason I say that is because it went from, it was quick, man. It was quick. Like, we don't really talk about it no more. You get what I'm saying? Like it was quick. It went from basically like, oh, this new black country singer to your man's backed him up. They released the song. Then quickly they referenced that he was homosexual, and then they went on with life. You know what I'm saying? Like that can't compare nothing to a 6ix9ine thing where, like he said, like he was popping for the half of the year, and then the rest of the half of the. We still talk about They still talk about 6ix9ine to this day at the end of the year because he's supposed to be getting released.
Yeah, of course.
Oh no, he's not.
I know, but the whole thing was they still talk about it. Like, is he gonna get released? Is he not gonna get released?
So check it. Here's a quick synopsis of that. So that was January 23. 6ix9ine admitted being guilty, right? If you scroll all the way down to December 18th, 6ix9ine was sentenced to 2 years of jail after already serving.
Yeah, it's like they have it's just like
It's a timeline of what.
How
he went
about this
through for
one?
the year.
How about this one? And this is gonna be.
But
a
it's
little
like
bit,
saying, look up Kanye. Kanye probably is in
It's
there
about to say.
every single.
I was about to
sorry,
say-
I snatched it out your head.
Kanye, because I would say how many episodes would I was like, yo, well, we could talk about Kanye, but goddamn, we could talk about this nigga every day and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's just keeping your name relevant. Now that we could say, yeah, of course, but I don't know, like highlight. I'm really trying to think, like, what was the highlight of 2019?
The highlight, like a good highlight, something that you can really say is like a positive thing, and it was big for the culture, and it's going places. You would have to go Jay-Z.
Jay-Z becoming the first rap hip hop
billionaire.
That
The
was
whole
probably,
thing
in
trying
my
to be
opinion, I honestly would
trying
say
to be like in
that
the
is
NFL
the
thing.
highlight of 2019.
The
if you
NFL
ask me.
part.
Yeah,
Like
just
him,
his whole movement throughout the year.
him signing Meek Mill
Him
and
helping
making
Meek,
that fucking
you know, and
label.
I mean, I'm not saying he made the biggest difference, but he was just one of many who
Didn't they have a tour this year?
you know,
Him and
sent
B.
out letters. Yeah, him and B. You know, the whole tour.
They had a tour this year as well, right?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I definitely feel what you saying on that one, Mike.
I don't know.
If you're gonna say that, if you're gonna say like a
highlight, yeah, I think
I
think that could be.
I don't know. I still think it's the Lil Nas X thing, man.
that just didn't last long enough for me to.
What do you mean? Look, that
I'm-
started in March, and in October, the RIAA certified it a diamond record.
See, but this is what I'm saying, like, and I mean that's cool, and that's why I said it can be mentioned as a highlight because
as an artist,
now
he's
and that was
highlighted.
gonna, and this is what I'm saying.
This
like,
was his highlight of the year.
I'm
for
glad
him.
y'all doing that because y'all taking the topics in which I'm going to be throwing out there because I was going to say breakthrough artists. You know what I'm saying? Who had the biggest year? I was going to get into all that, and we still are. But in this topic, highlight, when I say highlight, Mike just came up with one of the best examples. Jay-Z becoming hip-hop's first billionaire was definitely, in my opinion, the highlight of the year. You can also bring up something like Drake and Meek squashing the beef.
A solidified, like they
you
talk
know,
about Puff and Dre
something of a
also being
highlight.
billionaires, but they actually stamped Jay-Z into the books.
Yeah, into the books as a billionaire.
Yeah.
That I could say was the highlight for the culture of 2019, if you ask me.
That made a lot more people in the industry feel a lot more confident about what they can do. Because then what happened after that? On podcasts, you see people start popping up. They're like, yeah, man, I invested in this. I started investing in that. I started doing this. I do that.
People
you hear a lot of people being like,
yeah.
yo, Jay did that, man. I felt like, yo, I'm going to do this and shit. You know, you hear it. Like, I've been doing a lot of research. I've been watching a lot of podcasts. Mm-hmm. Not for the information, but just for the layouts and shit like that. Like,
for the entertainment value.
Not even that, just
just
for
to
the
check it
fact,
out.
just because I'm kind of trying to do the same thing. So I'm
Yeah,
you gotta watch the competition.
Yeah, you gotta
right?
know what's out there.
So I treat it like that. I mean, but I do soak in the information and I see it. You know,
I like a few of them, so I ain't even gonna lie. I tune in every week to a few of them.
Yeah, I'm just missing Mike Tyson, man. They need to come back with that shit.
Yeah, I watch Mike Tyson's. I watch Drink Champs, of course. I watch $1 Million Worth of Game.
Who's the people who did the Drake interview in his house?
I don't know. I didn't see that.
I can't remember the fucking
I think it was
name.
Rap Radar.
Yeah, Rap Radar.
Rap Radar. Yeah, I keep up with the $1 Million Worth of Game joint. That's Gilly the Kid and his cousin Wallow and one of his mans.
Have you seen what's his name? And if you guys haven't seen this, go check him out. Busy Bone.
His podcast?
Yeah.
Nah,
And he does that shit like in a radio station looking shit, yo.
Well, there's a lot of people who they have access to a radio station. A lot of them are recording their podcasts in radio stations.
Yeah.
Which is dope.
Well, yeah, which is cool. You know, that's dope. You know,
he has somebody with him too, but I can't remember his name.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen his. I've seen.
But if you watch his shit, like he's different. He's not like everybody else. This nigga's really like, look, this is what they doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I seen Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes' joint.
Oh, you seen that shit? When they had D Wade on it?
They got a podcast. They shit is dope. I seen that shit.
You sent me that link.
I seen Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson's joint a few times too. You know what I'm saying? The Knuckleheads joint.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? And it's just an innovative thing, man. It's basically, it's cool to see like you could get paid for conversation.
Yeah,
and that's
they can get paid.
I mean, we working up towards it. You know what I'm saying? We're putting our grind in the work up towards it. But it's dope to see like a lot of those
what's crazy?
dudes.
We're building, and I don't know. I can't say that shit, but
What?
we're part of the underground. Like, you know how hip hop got the mainstream in the underground.
Yeah, no, I definitely
building the
feel we're
history
part
of
of
the
underground.
underground right now.
Yeah, I definitely feel we're part of the underground, and that's because we haven't established ourselves on really any other platform. A lot of these guys established themselves on other platforms, and now this is the next thing that they're crossing over into.
Well, the great thing about it is too is it's just like A lot of those people who are doing this, you gotta say, are famous or what?
Definitely. That's why I said
so.
they're
A
established.
company is gonna come to them and be like, "Look, we'll sponsor you."
Yeah, no, that's exactly why I said
you.
they're established.
We'll
know
sponsor
what I'm
you
saying?
even though you don't even need the sponsor money because you're already balling out of fucking control.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
but
you can probably fucking do this at your house and
Yeah, exactly.
that's why I said, they are
To
established.
get better
so
viewers
when they
than
cross
anybody.
over, they already have a following and a backing to come with them. You know what I'm saying? As opposed from us, where we getting it from the mud.
Dude,
You
a
know
couple
what
of
I mean?
times
Ain't
you
nothing
guys
wrong
have
with
moved the mic, I fucking jumped because it
Sorry.
sounds like someone's crashing through the garage.
Oh shit, my bad, man. Damn, I'm sorry. You should have been said something.
it's because he got the headphones up
Yeah.
super loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
okay.
got him up loud.
But yeah, nah, you know what I'm saying. So now that right there, I could say I think that was the highlight. Ray thinks it's
Ray just doesn't like Jay-Z. That's the
Ray
problem.
think it's 6ix9ine. Mike, you think it was Jay-Z as well? You want to say that?
If we're gonna go highlight like that, that
As
still
well.
all falls under Jay. You know what I'm saying? Because not saying that he couldn't do it without him, but without the backing of Jay-Z making the moves he was able to move to be able to put Meek Mill in a position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And ain't nothing wrong with that. That's why I definitely feel like that was the most.
And I'm not trying to say
impactful
because it could have been Diddy
That
who
was the
did this.
highlight.
It could have been Diddy who did this, and I would have been like
Diddy's the highlight.
Diddy,
Yeah.
like so. I'm
and
not.
I
trying
agree
to,
with you. That's why I said I definitely agree that I think Hove is the highlight of 2019 with what he was able to achieve. You know what I'm
That
saying?
or
Shout out to
Kanye,
Hov.
man.
Or what?
That or Kanye. Kanye was all over the board. We got MAGA hats. We got fucking church.
MAGA
We
hats.
have.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got
You know what I'm
negative
saying?
and positive publicity
Yeah,
with
you
Kanye.
know what I'm saying?
But
We
I
have
think
the-
Hove achieving that, I think that makes it I think that took the cake as the highlight because that is a feat that nobody thought hip hop was possible.
gonna
Yeah,
make
he
it to-
did a lot of really good philanthropical work with his Rock Nation stuff.
Yeah, he did. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I definitely think
And
that's
then look
well
at all
deserved.
those little articles I used to pull up, like him paying people's. Well, everybody knows now, but the helping Wayne and
paying
and then
people
the
shit,
nigga with
21
the
Savage.
21 Savage. and
Yeah,
shit
you
like
know what
that.
I'm saying? That's why I say I think he definitely was the highlight of 2019, and he definitely showed up in a big way, not through just the music, through basically his effort and what he
But
goes
in
out there and does.
but in a good hard second, I'll go with 6ix9ine too.
Yeah, you can
just
go with him
because
in a
of
second.
like just I felt like it was this year that it happened, but it was the rise and the fall of one little kid, nigga.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that could come in a later topic because it might hit it right on the head.
Okay.
Now my second question of this was
That's
gonna
the
be
table, Ray.
Yeah.
That's what you're hearing because the shit's wobbly
Do
right
that,
now.
the table wobbles.
Yeah.
But yeah, now my second question of it was
Was my face that obvious?
what do you think was the most impactful thing of the culture this year? Which I think was the passing of
Okay.
Nipsey
Yeah.
Hussle.
I almost forgot. I was about to come up with a whole new one.
Oh.
Like
Nah. I think the passing of Nip, like, I don't think there was that shook the nation.
yeah,
bro. Like,
impactful. Like that was surprising to me. Like for me at my time was Biggie. So like I feel like that was
took you back to that.
yeah.
You
But
know what I'm saying?
not inside. You know, Nipsey Hussle dying was a tragedy regardless of what. But
Mm-hmm.
as a cultural thing, like that's how I felt. How people feel is how I felt when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, my mom's looking at me like, you don't even know this nigga. You know, and I'm like, I'm on the radio like, Biggie died. Oh my god.
I know. I feel like I.
But
do.
you know that when I see people younger and even
Yeah.
older, like, yo, that's fucked up, and I'm like, you know, and then I go through his work and you see and you listen to the people they on Big Boys radio talking about him, and they're like,
Yeah, and I think just
and I'm like, yeah, that's impactful.
yeah, you know, and it spawned so much. Like a lot of people are doing much more and trying to keep it in honor of his name. You know.
Well,
what I'm saying?
listen,
So,
I
like,
mean,
how could
we've
you
always
not
heard,
say
we've
that,
always
you know?
seen these headlines throughout the '90s and the 2000s, but they're back in the headlines again with gangs making truces and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and that was big. That's why I said like it was amazing to see like what came out of it, you know, and it was sad to see that it had to happen for those things to come out. You know what I'm saying? For those things to actually be done. Like, I think we'll be feeling the presence of him being gone for years to come.
Oh
like,
yeah, it's definitely gonna be like just how I explained it. You know, for my kids, they're gonna see Tupac and Biggie's pictures all over the place and ask me, versus hearing it somewhere and be like, that's old people music. You know, they're gonna see his face painted places and people wearing his shirts and people saying rest in peace, and it's gonna make them be like, who is this?
Yeah,
You're gonna have little boys
exactly.
in blackface trying to look like Nipsey.
Yeah, there you go.
Little white boys. Like, I want to be Nipsey Hussle for Christmas. I mean, Halloween.
There go Ray. That's Ray.
Well, I guess you could also be Nipsey Hussle for Christmas too, right? Because then he kind of give stuff to the community.
They don't have to paint their face though, nigga. They could just wear a mask like the fucking.
Nah, that was
face
Ray
mask.
just putting his sick twist on.
Yeah, I know.
But nah, you know what I mean? Like, not for nothing. You know, may he rest in peace, man. It's sad that, you know, that even had to happen, but that's definitely.
Yeah, is that impactful? I would say.
I
yeah.
feel like that.
It was that.
impacting
And
the
if you give
culture.
me a second, I can give you like I probably give you another one, but
I don't really think there's anything coming close to that, brother.
No, definitely not.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Now,
you-
my
you
next
had
question.
Lil Nas X.
oh, well, that's not. I mean, that's impactful for a certain culture.
It's kind of crazy
people,
because the
you know what
thing.
I'm saying?
Listen, I don't know why I keep bringing it up, and because I wasn't a really big fan of the song,
Now he loves it because of the hat.
and but it was just so big, and it just kind of it started off with a controversy, and then
It wasn't really a controversy at first.
no,
You know they can hear that through the microphones, right? Because I can hear that shit over here.
Yeah, man. Who you over
that's actually a DJ PJ. I should probably answer it.
But yo, I feel like with the Lil Nas X thing, why it's not the most impactful or the highlight is because the controversy was only them not accepting him into a certain genre of music, which has always been the fucking problem.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's what hip hop is created for, which is cool. That is impactful, right? But at the end of the day, all that came out of it was just a bunch of people remixing that song, and you know what I'm saying? And then it was a big hit for the LGBT, like it was a big up for them.
Yeah,
So-
it played its part, but I'm not gonna say that was the biggest or nothing like that. No, I wouldn't say that.
No, that's the only reason I was saying that to Ray, why I wouldn't really put that there, because
As the most impactful.
but when you had brought up earlier that you were gonna say that you had a breakout artist, most biggest, I would go with that.
See, now that's gonna be a good topic, and that's a good discussion and that was gonna be my next question.
Right.
But in that,
I would go with that if I was to say anything.
do you think that's biggest breakout for an artist this year?
Yeah,
in
because
hip-hop?
of the highlight and the impact that it had.
Yeah, but look at an artist like the Baby.
Yeah, but not to take away from the Baby, but that's how most people come out anyway.
The Baby got blew up because his bodyguard beat somebody to fuck up out of the club. Because before that, I don't think nobody fucking.
Nah,
knew
yeah,
he
his
was-
songs
Nah,
are
man.
alright, man. His songs are pretty
The whole
dope.
thing is, what really put the spotlight on him was the shooting that happened in a Walmart, and that's way before what you're talking about,
Yeah,
right?
you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and I actually watched something where he said what he did about that shit.
yeah, you know, and because in court,
He said niggas came up to him in the
wall.
Walmart and they went to reach for a gun. He was with his kid and his baby moms. He said he just backed. He was like, "Yo, what the fuck would you do?" And they dropped that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, DJ PJ said, "What up? You want to holler at you?"
Okay, no doubt.
But boom.
Mm-hmm.
So, shout out to DJ PJ.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
But
DJ PJ, man. For y'all don't know, he was on Ray's show, like in the summer, right?
Shit, yeah, it was a
Early
while
summer
ago.
show.
Yeah.
You know, that's another recap. Go check out Ray Morales' show.
Yeah. Was
Or-
it the wet floor at that time?
It was Wet Floor. I was just about to say that. It was Wet Floor Radio at that time. And you can check out DJ PJ.
But yeah, that's why I say, like, with the Baby, you know what I mean? He had a very big year, you know
Yo,
what I mean?
but Ray, to
But
get
as
back
far
what
as
you had said
breakout
before you got on the
artists-
phone, the reason why I was saying not Lil Nas X for those categories
Yeah.
was because the controversy that was with it is something that's in. It's always happened to artists. You know, like hip hop artists. Like this has happened before when Run DMC did the rock music with Aerosmith. You know, a lot of people didn't fucking like that shit, yo.
Yeah, that had a weird response to it for people.
Yeah, you know, that's the only reason why, you know, like shit like that happens. Even like the baby shit you talking about. Like him just blowing up and becoming like a hot rapper, like yeah, that's like a lot of rappers came up like that.
Yeah, but he had a lot of controversy around his name.
So Lil Nas X Old Town Road becomes the longest running hip hop song at #1 on Billboard Hot 100 after 13 weeks, surpassing Lose Yourself by Eminem, Boom Boom Pow by the Black Eyed Peas, and
we could give him.
All right, so go ahead. Then the next question was gonna be, you said the breakout artist, right?
That was him, and that's why I said he could get that.
We can give him that because look at that, what you just said.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He came out with a controversy, and then they got him through it. Like somebody backed him. Mm-hmm. He blew up. Then he gave us another one. People breezed through it. That was a huge boost for that community. Mm-hmm. And then it's been the longest playing song, and it's been remixed a hell of a lot of times.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it is the breakout artist, impactful wise. Boom, there you go, Lil Nas X.
Definitely, I can see that. And now another question is, who's next?
Who's next?
Who's next?
You
Who you
know.
think 2020 got it for? And this is out of everybody that we can choose from.
Mm-hmm.
Because who's next and what? Who's next is the next breakout artist?
No, who's next to
Who's
just
the
be
next artist
mogul?
to just have that take
just
out?
to be the mogul. Like who's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you have the baby coming up. You know what I'm saying? You still have Lil Nas X. You know what I'm saying? You have
Rowdy
you
Rich.
have Lizzo. You have Rowdy Rich.
You got NBA Youngboy.
You have an NBA Youngboy who also did drop an album this year as well.
Yeah, he dropped a couple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just so different. It's just so different. You know, like for me,
there's a lot of artists out there, and it's because the independent market is so wide.
It's huge.
You know
but this brings me back to my ceiling again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This brings me back to that ceiling again, where, like you said, it's so flooded. It's got to hit a ceiling. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, you know, coming into halfway into this year, we're gonna hit a ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just so much in the world that's about to hit a ceiling. You got the presidency.
In the world, Craig.
You got fucking global warming bills trying to get passed. You got the whole impeachment thing. Like everything is coming into, like you said in the beginning, the turn of a whole century and shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's hard to determine who would be next, bro. Like who would be? You would have to look at who's doing more than just rapping.
There's a lot of good artists out there, and I think in the rap,
but I'm talking good artists.
I pay
But what
attention,
else
like,
are they doing?
I listen to a lot of the younger.
What are they
artists and
doing
shit.
though? What else are the? If we wouldn't say that, who's next? You got to look at what else they're doing besides just working on their albums and touring.
Yeah, but that's really all they got at the beginning.
He's like, they don't really got shit but that.
If I was to just make a guesstimation,
you got to be just in tune with that shit. Like, yeah, I don't know if
I
I
would
ever
go
heard
with
of
the
Chef G.
Chef G.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds. I never listened to any of his music, but the name sounds familiar.
That was like the Grisel, the dudes with Grisel.
Oh, they're from. He's from there.
No, he's not.
Oh,
he's not from there. I'm just saying, as opposed to artists that get familiar with. You know what I'm saying?
If I were to say somebody was about to blow up and do Drake type shit, would either have to be him, but he's already up there. But it would have to be, what's his name, man? Damn, man, Troy Ave? No, not Troy Ave. Yeah, Troy Ave, right? No, not Troy Ave. Is it? Damn, he was on Drink Champs. Oh man, I can't remember. He was just on Drink Champs. Tory Lanez. That was a good guess. If I would have to say,
think Tory's next to have the big year. Tory had a big year this
he
year.
had a big, and that's why I'm saying, because after watching that,
wasn't he on the Super Bowl show?
No, that's Travis Scott.
Oh, Travis Scott.
And that's another dude too.
That's another dude.
Travis Scott, but after he did his whole big thing this year, he's dealing with the Kylie and shit, and he's just like, You know, you getting trapped in with them. But I just feel like if he's really adamant about how strong he's putting the work in and shit, he could be, and that would be my guess because there's so many fucking people. Like he said, damn, Travis Scott. I think Travis Scott has a chance to be huge because he can appeal to so many a genre, and he's not irrelevant. It's just whatever he's dealing with. He was the one who just came back from the arrest too, right?
Nah.
Who was arrested? That was ASAP. That was
Yeah,
ASAP.
A$AP.
There's another dude, ASAP Rocky, I think has a chance as well to be one of those people who
Maybe,
can.
yeah. I mean, you got to look.
It's that genre of people.
Kendrick kind of disappeared.
Kendrick kind of disappeared. He disappeared this year.
So you know he's gonna come back strong.
Dreamville came back. He made an album and he's
but
dropping the tour.
Cole
in
was doing his
2020
thing all year.
But he's like, I like Cole, man, and I don't never talk about this shit. But looking at some of the little things that they have about him, like documentaries or biopics or whatever you want to call them. I like him because he, in the beginning, this nigga made his own beats, rapped to his own beats, did all that shit. That nigga be on stage by himself, and he be talking to the crowd, and he's just like his own whole show and shit. And I was just like, yo, I like his. I was like, I could see why he's still relevant. Like,
shout out to J. Cole, man. He definitely got a dope vibe with his whole
Yo,
situation.
since you brought up Dreamville, they debuted. Dreamville debuted Revenge of the Dreamers 3.
Yeah, that was this
at
year.
number 1, July 5th of this year.
Yeah, that was this year. I remember looking that through.
But yeah, that's why I say not for nothing. That it is a lot of artists. I think it's gonna be a lot of undiscovered indie artists that are gonna pop on the scene this year. That it's gonna take a lot of people because I think you got a lot of people coming out of the NIP camp as well, the All Money In camp. That it's gonna be a lot of artists coming from there. That's gonna surprise a lot of people as well too.
Hey, did you guys know about when Young Thug dropped his joint? Because as I heard, it was kind of blocked because of 50, right?
It was what?
Young Thug.
Who got blocked because of 50?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that, but I know he dropped it like about a week ago, actually.
Well, it says he dropped it. Young Thug dropped So Much Fun in August, and it debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Top 200. You know what I mean? So
well, there was
but he recently just dropped another one.
I'm telling you, there was a lot of album drops, this year. It was reason why I didn't make a specific topic about it because, I was reading so many albums. I was like, I'm gonna write these down, and I was just like, nah, man, I need a whole book. I need a pad and all that shit. So I was just like, fuck it, we'll just go off the top of the head, and you gotta remember some of them shits.
Because this just dropped So Much Fun. I guess this is So Much Fun 2 or So Much Fun the deluxe version.
Okay.
And they got newer tracks on it and shit.
Yo, Ray, if you would come do me a favor, please. Mm-hmm. Because I want to do this right here by the mics and shit.
But nah.
There you are, and for those who don't know, Ray is the underground bartender, and you'll learn more about that shit.
But yeah, be on the lookout for all those new artists, man. Shout out to them guys, man. There's gonna be a lot of new ones coming out this year.
2020 is gonna be dope, even for us, man.
Yes,
check out
sir.
Studio 1025. Check out on Facebook and fucking. Oh shit!
It is champagne.
I tried not to shake it. I don't know if it shook or not.
You know what it is? It's that it was warm.
Yeah.
And so it increases the pressure.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I tried not to shake. I put that shit in the baby seat with the belt on. Like, don't you move.
No, it's just that it's warm. So what happens is gas.
It's all good, man. Happy New Year to everybody. Yo, MELLO-ROOM. We're gonna take a sip of champagne right here, real quick. I know it's not the 12 o'clock yet, but it's 12 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
I know that's not the same, but still, it's 12 o'clock somewhere.
Yo,
Word, man.
as a matter of
let me
fact,
see, guys.
one of my listeners from my podcast who listens to my show hit me up as soon as it hit midnight in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, midnight New Zealand," because that shit.
Happy New Year, you filthy animal.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so
Your back ball brawls.
so shout out to Airs Printing.
Big shout out to Airs
Shit,
Printing, man.
Happy New Year to that man. We definitely in the new year gonna be touching some new grounds with stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna have him on. We're gonna have on too, because he just had a big movement too. He just
I did see that post about that, and I was gonna say a little something about it. We don't have to bring it up,
Coach
but
J.
you could bring it up because
shout out to my little bro. It's a big move, man. He's gonna be coaching, man, doing this thing, teaching kids, man, and it's a positive thing. And I really, he had a major year. You know what I'm saying? And
Who, your brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I ran into him, he was smiling ear to ear, man. He was really proud of himself and shit.
Positive going
and I
on.
really like to see the younger generation proud of themselves and express that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
Because
kept something positive going
because
on.
I never was able to do that. I was never able to accomplish something and then go to someone older than me and tell them like, hey man, I'm really grasping and appreciating what I got going on in my life and shit.
Yeah.
And for that older person to look back and be like, yo, cool, man. I love that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he progressing, man, and it's all great progression. Like, I can't say nothing wrong about it. I'm so proud of him, and I just want to.
Now, your brother was
blossom,
though
bro.
always quick, you know.
Continue to blossom.
Sometimes your age just fuck with you.
Yeah, you know how that go. But yeah, man. But let's make this toast, man.
Oh, here, let me take a swig of this real quick and then report. Ray, did you get some? You don't want none? Oh, you look
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Nah,
I said all right.
All right. You want me to drink some champagne?
it's New Year's Eve. That's like fucking tradition, right?
No, that is tradition.
It is tradition. This is the second year. We over here in Studio 10.
I'm actually having a drink, guys. So if you haven't noticed, I haven't drank in a long time.
I haven't seen you drink in almost 2 years now.
So yeah.
Almost 2 years.
So yeah. It's
You
New
seen
Year's
him
Eve.
drink?
You know, I'm in the spirit.
Oh yeah, in the beginning you used to bring like the
You know.
mic shits or whatever, right?
Yeah. Switched it up a little bit, but then shit happens.
Yeah, whatever. So happy New Year's.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, whatever.
I know, right? Yeah, man. Fuck your life. Oh shit.
Fuck your gastrointestinal problems.
It's crazy.
Shout out to Airprint, like we said. Shout out to I Crave
Big shout out to the
Desserts.net.
that we never got.
No, no, I have them. I'm an asshole.
Oh, he has him and he's an asshole. I'm sorry, Crave.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
curse
be.
me
And
out.
she's in
Please
Italy
don't curse
right
me
now,
out.
enjoying the New Year's
Oh
and
man,
fucking
she's loving life.
living it up.
Loving
So
life, living the best life.
I'm not gonna down her for that. I'm
Shout
just gonna
out
be
to her.
jealous for a little bit.
Big shout out.
'Cause
To
I haven't
her.
been to Italy yet, and everybody who's gone who I talk to loves that shit.
Need
and
to
I'm
get
like,
back out there.
back out there,
Get in
nigga. I
touch
need
with
to
your roots.
get there.
Oh, well, get there. You ain't never
Originally and shit.
Get in touch with your roots, man. Get in touch with your roots.
I do. You know what's crazy is my grandmother came here off the boat. My grandmother ain't no like an Italian that grew up in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
my grandmother came off the boat, never spoke English to the day she died, and was a crazy lady. She wasn't crazy, but you know, like you know how it is.
She's
Like
from another
you know
country.
how it is back in the days, right? When they used to be like, and not to say because you don't know about Italians, but you know, like they used to be a man in America, and they would be like, I gotta go get me a wife from Italy, but over there they getting like a wife is 17 years old.
Kind of like coming to America in reverse and shit.
Yeah, but they're getting a wife that's like 17, 18 years old, like
Yeah.
never touched the world yet, and just putting her on the boat, like, come on.
You
We're
come
going
with
to
me.
America. We're going to America.
You come with me.
You know, so that's how that is. You know, and so, you know, I definitely need to go get in touch with those roots, yo.
Feel you.
I'm so jealous every time they go, but I'm no good at it because I don't have no fucking passport, and I haven't attempted. Let's take this toast real quick. You poured some?
Let's make this toast because I gotta get ready to make a move. I gotta get fresh. It's time for me to get ready to party as well as I know you guys out there getting ready to party.
You got this camera on, Ray?
Yeah.
All right, so slide in there a little bit so they
you know.
Yo, so Happy New Year's
from us to y'all.
From Studio 1025.
You dig.
Wet Floor Entertainment. Ray Morales Show. Big Ooze.
The MELLO-ROOM.
Mr. Lucas, a.k.a. Lucasino. Check out the Coalition page, the Studio 1025 page popping up 2020.
Yeah.
Big Ooze's music will be up 2020.
Yes.
Finally, for the past century of music ever been made by Uzi, you will actually get to hear it.
It's been a long decade.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. A very long time coming.
We were making huge moves this year. Thanks to everybody who supported us. The 45 views a week we get. I appreciate every fucking single one of those motherfuckers.
We definitely do.
Pay attention to YouTube. I mean, subscribe to YouTube. But pay attention because we will be doing the what's that shit called?
Which one? The competition?
The game.
The competition.
The top 5 MC Fantasy League.
Yeah.
We will send in.
I wasn't gonna remember that.
Well, we're gonna send out the notifications and we're gonna get that popping. It's $250 merchandise to be won from the end of that game. So tune in, tap in. You got something to say a little bit, Jazz nigga?
I want to say to tune in to everything that we're doing over here at Studio 1025. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. And always remember, if something's going wrong, it's probably my fault.
It's all right, man. We bear with him. That's rare, y'all. Y'all get to see him, of course. He got his own camera angle now and all that. I would like to say, you know what I mean? We appreciate the love, man. It's been a long year. You know, this is something that we started doing just out of genuine interest. You know?
Yeah, the podcast part came from just thinking of ways to be creative, man.
Yeah, thinking out the box.
This guy
man.
right here. I mean, if I never met him, I probably would have never done this
that's
shit.
That's why I said big shout out to Ray, man, because
that's why we deal with him. It's
like something that we started.
It's like, fuck, man.
And since we started it, it's been nothing but a good ride. You know what I mean?
I was just fucking with you.
But, nah, man, you don't give a shit.
You know, we appreciate the love, man, and we love y'all out there. You know what I'm saying? All the artists that sent their music.
Keep sending more.
Y'all will make this show go. Y'all will make this possible because it is a show made by artists for the artists. You know what I'm saying? So just we appreciate the love, man. Let's rock and roll for 2020.
Jay?
Let's get it popping.
Yo, so with that being said, yo, we're out of here because later on we're going to go fucking party.
Yes, sir.
I hope y'all motherfuckers go party. I know we're the only 3 probably watching this, so we're talking to ourselves. We're going to cheer ourselves. You ready, yo? Yeah. Studio 1025, baby.
Salud.
Salud. Hey. Boom, bang. Wait, do you like swig all of it?
Ooh.
You're supposed to sip it, but I just chugged it.
Oh, okay.
Shot.
Yeah, man. Yo, play a song. Play like 4 songs in a row.
Yeah, man.
And just keep the what do you call it on? The advertisement page, you know what I'm saying? Studio 1025. Yo, man, check out. We got an event coming up for Ray too on the Ray Morales Show. We still working on that. Don't worry. We have not given up on ourselves, so don't you give up on us.
Alright, so what we playing here, gentlemen?
Just play anything that you just fucking...
I really fuck with this grime waves.
Yeah, me too, yo. They just remind me of old school underground rap, son.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna play Wave Gods.
Alright.
Gods.
Wave Gods.
Check it, yo, exterminator, you cockroaches that perpetrate. Immerse your face in a pot that's loaded with dirt and waste. Flirt with fate on a date with death, yeah, you heard it straight. The devil's working late just to increase the murder rate. serpents circulate as they sneak it and circulate, waiting for the perfect day to leave you in the dirt to lay. While you go to church to pray, some killers let the burners spray the sermons that pervert your faith, claim your soul with a purchase date. It's like a Holocaust, the Glock they draw was German made. Somehow they got the balls while getting topped off by a Persian maid. When it comes to grime, don't waste your time trying to surf the wave. The power of a mind is so sublime it makes them turn away. These dope cuts leave your nose shut, nostrils can hurt for days. More bucks will get you smoked up, Hanzo prefers the blaze. Roll up as guards load trucks with all the workers pay. Yo, hold up, this is a hold up. You wanna earn a grade? Yeah, you getting blessed by the wave guards. Looking fresh as fuck, shining like a paint job. Truly skilled with the Louisville like I'm Wade Boggs. Blow away your brains in the bathroom and now your drains clogged. Yeah, you getting blessed by the wave guards. Looking fresh as fuck, shining like a paint job. Truly skilled with the Louisville like I'm Wade Boggs. Blow away your brains in the bathroom and now your drains clogged.
Undeniable hunger inside and burn like the fire and thunder. I am the hunter, the savage survivor. It's hard to die here in tundra. I'll roll lions, my gods is the iron talkers. They ain't fly with the rhyme and if they relying up. It's I get 1,000 times to suffer. Before I die, sucker, crime, wave, maggot, disrespect your mother. Then I bless your lover. Got obsessive hunger from the days when the carcass was really filled with nothing. Being broke, that made me feel disgusting. It's me with the small talk, I prefer the real discussion. Rhymey rhymes to the ill percussion, to give concussions. I lay with lust, y'all pray to lay with, don't play with ruckus. This blade in my gums is to fillet y'all fuckers. Grind wave, we will invade the function. We ate the lunch, we came to grub the lux. Peep the fatal flux, we spit the flavor, getting major love.
Yeah, you getting blessed by the wave guards. Looking fresh as fuck, shining like a paint job. Truly skilled with the Louisville like I'm Wade Boggs. Blow away your brains in the bathroom and now your drains clogged. Yeah, you getting blessed by the wave guards. Looking fresh as fuck, shining like a paint job. Truly skilled with the Louisville like I'm Wade Boggs. Blow away your brains in the bathroom and now your drains clogged.
To the grimiest, sacrificial, my facts epistle, glass and tissue, blood and guts master issue. You ain't laughing issue. For the record, if we record that our rap's official, I bless the mic with a visual, visualize my potential. At full force, life takes its course, I take the torch. There's no stopping till my pops in that drop top Porsche. My mind is racing, blind to the hatred, my observation. They think they tripping, if they slipping, I'm carving they facing. I'm with the army, we gon' chase it. Climb from the basement, mine for the taking. If they lying the grave. And the waves is just crazy, I ain't playing, the homies will spray shit. Mercedes Benz look like a spaceship, the money's persuasive. Ask around, we hold it down till it's our time to bounce. The grimiest, we spit profound with the sake of sound. Truly blessed, who the best, the goons got the crown. The wave one shit from outer space to underground.
Yeah, you getting blessed by the wave guards. Looking fresh as fuck, shining like a paint job. Truly skilled with the Louisville like I'm Wade Boggs. Blow away your brains in the bathroom and now your drains clogged. Yeah, you getting blessed by the wave guards. Looking fresh as fuck, shining like a paint job. Truly skilled with the Louisville like I'm Wade Boggs. Blow away your brains in the bathroom and now your drains clogged.
Yeah. We over here back again. I'm probably supposed to play some music, but we over here having a meeting. We're gonna play some music, some more music. So just letting y'all know, boom, here we go, music.
Fucks that I rap out. How many times can I say I've been counting this money and fucking these hoes, copping them packs in and out the trap house? Fucks that I rap out. How many times can you say you've been packing a Glock and get niggas shot? But have you ever been in the clap out? No. When niggas get clapped down and 12 do pat downs, broad day with kids in playgrounds and niggas spray rounds. All of this shit for the love of the money. They get enough, now they acting funny. Don't want them near me, don't want them to touch me. Niggas switched up, claiming they love me. Now I'm swerving the lanes, they call me a dready. Spinning the block and my aiming is steady. Pumping the brakes, as glizzy is heavy. Catching them lacking when niggas ain't ready. Going with a drum, resemble some titties. From the Bronx, New York is a city. I need some good gas, so I'm going back to Cadillac Biggie. Fucks that I rap out. How many times can I say I've been counting this money and fucking these hoes, copping them packs in and out the trap house? Fucks that I rap out. How many times can you say you've been packing a Glock and get niggas shot? But have you ever been in the clap out? No.
girls start chirping. Edgar Allan Poe state of mind, and that's for certain. Read between the lines, you can tell when I'm lurking. Ghastly grams, but this could be a close curtain. But she gon' bust it open, and I'ma have her working. I lead a pussy soaking, dripping wet, now she emotional. Got me drowning in her water while she creeping on her nigga. Then it's back to business, phone jumping, making figures. I'ma do him dirty, dirty, then wrapped in saran. My dog gon' take his cap off, ain't talking pledge allegiance. Thought that you ain't need me, you the plug, but out here fiending. You better not let me catch you, I heard you out here flexing. I'ma bust you, ain't no second guessing. It's a message, your boy he got connections. Fucking with us, our money is up. You having fun, our funds enough. Double the hand and double my cup. Mix it with gin, I'm acting tough. At it again, I'm calling you bluff. Give me the bands and she got a twin, a couple of friends and I be the man. She wanna fuck and she like it rough. Double it up, they come in twos and that be enough. They showing me booze, that's why not. This is his bitch, I don't give a fuck. Friend up with it, the end of him, the end of him, the end of him, the end of him. I ended him, I ended him. Them Benjamins, I blow them quick, we spending them, we spending them, we spending them, we spending them. It's a dark day when them crows start chirping. Edgar Allan Poe state of mind, and that's for certain. Read between the lines, you can tell when I'm lurking. Ghastly grams, but this could be a close curtain. But she gon' bust it open, and I'ma have her working. I lead a pussy soaking, dripping wet, now she emotional. Got me drowning in her water while she creeping on her nigga. Then it's back to business, phone jumping, making me see. I'm a real young OG, you never hear when I come. But see my mental fucked up, off some weird shit you done. Hit and run, I'm giving free game, but you choose to be dumb. Ice Cube, higher learning, Omar, your girl already won. Now I be wrong to make some advances if she leave breadcrumbs. You my son, I pressure you next to me, make you a bum. I keep stacking these funds and you re-up, no correspond. If I get locked up, she accept the charge and pay the bond. That's a V12 with minus 4. You wasting your time, she about to swallow my adrenaline rush cause I'm feeling the vibe. We fuck up a scene when we pop a bottle. Or I'm living in single, you might break a nail. The parking lot pimp, but I'm player as hell. Doing it well. I'm a red different breed with that genuine self. I'm so for fearless with the casket upgrade. My tax bracket, while I get booked, your baseball status. Get caught in drama with baggage. Now my cup of tea on some get paid to go and party, secure the baggage. No need to brag it, I got to have it, I go and get it. It's a dark day when them crows start chirping. Edgar Allan Poe state of mind, and that's for certain. Read between the lines, you can tell when I'm lurking. Ghastly grams, but this could be a close curtain. But she gon' bust it open, and I'ma have her working. I lead a pussy soaking, dripping wet, now she emotional. Got me drowning in her water while she creeping on her nigga. Then it's back to business, phone jumping, making figures.